So this is the book which we designed, and again we designed it in a way to I'm a shit designer, me, I really am. You know, so I look for excuses. So I wanted to only use like typefaces they had because I didn't trust my own taste. And equally, we made some as well from the struggle. These were some banners. Oh shit! These were some banners that were used, produced by a trade union at the time. We couldn't find any of them, well, ish. So we retraced it to put it on, and then took a bit of artistic license to create a typeface to then use throughout the book to sort of really embed it in that struggle. This was another one from the back of a banner, a trade union banner, which I just thought was amazing. Which is all hand sewn. If you can see at the bottom left, if you're really close to the banner, you can still see the chalk lines where they've lined it out, and then they've just used gold and red satin to make those letters. Why? I've no idea. This was done in like the 60s. And again, these things were just done by the most sort of you know, creative person that was sat around a table at one meeting when it came up on the agenda. Like, oh, Dave, you can cut stuff out, can't you? You make us a banner. You know, and again, I love that. So this kind of arbitrary design and layout, we'll never know why it looks that way, why it is what it is. So again, we sort of took that. And this was a final one we released just last year, based on a homemade shirt that this chap made from Yorkshire, which was about burning ballots. And he said, come home to a living fire, and Bernie and McGregor was head of the coal board at the time. But again, they're sort of really of their time, they're really geometric, they're really distinct, they're really kind of industrial. And I think, again, it sort of evokes that time and place. And that's what I wanted it to do. I wanted it to be embedded in where it came from. And there was sort of one other thing that we did to really try and make it feel like it's from that place, and that was to print with coal. That coal came from a pit in Barnsley, which both my dad and my granddad worked down. And we worked there, you might have recognised my dad there picking it. So me and my dad went back and we picked the coal and we ground it and used it with the, you know, very kind support of a printer that was prepared to put a combustible material through a hot machine, and people like Jane from Jeff Smith, who kindly helped us with the paper. In what was just an experiment of, this is a really, really interesting thing, and we need to do it and we need to try. It might not work, and it might fuck up, and it might look shit, but you've got to do these things because it's a personal story, and it just sort of really completed the circle, I guess. And it did work, and the beautiful thing about it is it just glitters in your hands when you hold a copy. We have done a second edition of the book. We couldn't do the dust jacket for it, but we did do a print, again using the same technique and the same coal.